I think 2013 was a bit of a transition year for us. We won 30 races, but none of the major World Tour races, and I think that was a big disappointment for the team.
What do you put that down to, in fact, of missing out on those big races?
I think there was a couple of different circumstances. Cadel Evans and also Thor Hushovd coming back from sickness, losing Alessandro Ballan during the winter after a very heavy training crash, and then I think TJ Van Garderen not quite being at the level yet for the Tour de France, but still winning Tour of California and Colorado, so he's on a good progression. But I think those circumstances together sort of left us a little bit dry on the big wins.
In terms of Philippe Gilbert, I mean, the last couple of seasons, okay, he's won the World Championships, done okay in the World Tour for a couple of stages, but what's been the missing ingredient for him? Is it just motivation for the classics?
I think when Philip had his big year 2 years ago, he said himself he may never have another year like that. And you know, as you read, sometimes riders have a certain period in their life that they just ride out of their skin, and it could be for many different reasons: changing teams, falling in love, getting married, having a baby, who knows. Something inspires the rider to greater heights. But I think, you know, Philip becoming world champion, you know, is definitely a weight on his shoulders this year. And if you have a look at his results the whole year, he was very, very consistent. He was just lacking a little bit of edge to get the wins.
And what do you do for next season for him in the classics? What do you need to do to get him back to maybe not that level of 2011, but into the positions where he is winning those races?
I think for Philippe, the major thing that we can do is cut down his race program. He's a guy that races from the start of the season to the end of the season and everything in between, and never complains about it. But in this era, riders train more specifically and they peak for certain events, and the riders that are peaking for his events, he needs to be on the same par as them. So I think, you know, that's where we can really make some improvements for Phil on that cutting edge explosivity that he's got, and that's what he needs to finish off the races.
In terms of race programs, do you think we'll see Van Garderen shift his program maybe perhaps away from the Tour of California and just going for the Tour?
Well, for TJ, the goal is the Tour de France, so everything leading up to that has to be perfectly in place. And yes, I can see a shift from his race program from this year. You know, we have loftier goals for him, and he has those as well. He's actually taking over that leadership role in the Tour de France, and there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, so his program up to the Tour needs to be well thought out.